4 supplements that actually work and that I take personally, and why I'd recommend that you take them as well. So, starting off straight away, a greens drink. Now the one I've got at the minute will flash up on the screen. We'll zoom in and show you. This one is from Phil Richards Nutrition, which Phil Richards was a guy who I learned a lot from in the earlier days of my coaching, especially on nutrition. A guy who's done a lot of scientific research into a lot of things, and he kind of changed my mind on quite a lot of things, especially supplementation. When it comes to greens drinks, the benefit of a greens drink is massive. Most people, and maybe you're included in this, do not get 5 a day in terms of your fruits and vegetables. It's estimated now in studies that to have a healthy variety of diet, you should be aiming to get 30 different fruits and vegetables in per week. I know that's a bit of a stretch. I know that's a little bit out there, but however, most people are not even getting the 5 a day. It's the thing that we learned in school. So whether that be 3 veg and 2 fruit, or 3 fruit and 2 veg, most people are not getting that in, right? So what a greens drink does is it automatically gives you some of your 5 a day in 1 scoop and 1 serving. Now, does this mean it should replace fruits and vegetables? No. But if you're not already getting enough vegetables into your diet, you're lacking what we call nutrition. You might be getting calories in food, but the most powerful antioxidants, the most powerful nutritional value of foods is in vegetables and fruits. With a greens drink, it compacts a lot. Yes, there's very little fiber in it, if any, because it's a powdered drink. So you're not getting the fibers of, that's inside the actual fruit or vegetable. But what you are getting is a lot of the goodness. If it's a good quality greens drink, you're getting a lot of the goodness in one go, which means I have one of these every morning. Now I also have usually my 5 a day on top of that. I'll have 2 fruit and 3 veg or whatever. Sometimes I might not quite hit the 5, but I always usually have at least 1 portion. But I make sure 7 days a week I have a greens drink upon waking. Why? Because when I get up, I want to start my day as I mean to go on. So I put this and I have a pint of water, mix the greens drink in it with something else that I'll talk about in a second. But what that does is straight away, I start with health immediately. So once I've got up and I've been to the toilet and I've splashed my face with cold water, I will drink a pint of greens drink because it's the first thing in the morning. Now, a lot of people struggle to drink a lot in the morning, but here's the thing, that's normal. It's not like everybody gets up and wants to chug a pint of water. It doesn't quite feel right? But before you hit the coffee, my advice would be to get a greens drink down you if you do not consume enough fruits and vegetables. Now, why is that important? It just hits you with health first thing. It gives you a power-packed drink of nutritional value, high nutritional value, to help your immune system, which will help your gut, and it'll just help you feel better in the long run. So a greens drink, I feel, is hugely beneficial to a healthy lifestyle and will help you more than you know. The actual problem with a greens drink is finding one that tastes nice, because if you've ever bought one from Holland & Barrett or Asda, it tastes like ass. There's no other way to say it. It's absolutely disgusting. If it's wheatgrass based and it's high contents of just one grass, it just tastes like you're eating sawdust or like literally grass from the ground. It's fucking awful. However, if you get a good quality one like this, I know Athletic Greens is something I've had at AG1, which is fantastic as well. I've opted for this one. I've had it several times over the years. I like the taste of it. I think the texture's good. Don't go for the cocoa chocolate greens, the texture's disgusting, but the mint chocolate greens or the ultimate greens is just fine. Greens drink, definitely on the list of good, healthy supplements that actually make you feel good, will help improve your energy and immune system and really get a handle on just being healthier. Number 2, we're gonna move into this, electrolytes. 2 variations here that I use. Another one is a Phil Richards one, alkalis and salts. Or, these ones are from Amazon, these are zero, and the berry flavor, and they are electrolytes. Now, what are electrolytes? Electrolytes are usually a blend of certain vitamins and minerals that help you basically hydrate better. They will help with your energy, they will help with your performance, they will help you hydrate better and faster than normal water ever will. So what you do is say, for example, one of these little tablets, you fill up a litre or 750 milliliter bottle of water and you pop one of these tablets in, it dissolves and it helps improve your electrolyte balance. Take a little scoop of the alkalis and salts, which is just electrolytes, in with the greens drink on a morning. It improves your hydration. Now, electrolytes are basically salts. They're salts and minerals which help you hydrate. Now, a lot of people have this misconception that salt is bad for us. It's actually not. What most people do is look at a high sodium food like a McDonald's, for example. And yes, of course, if you're eating McDonald's every day, several times a day, your sodium levels are going to be through the roof, and that could cause problems. But salt in itself is not to be avoided because salt actually helps us hydrate. It helps reduce muscle cramps. It helps us feel better all in all. Electrolytes help replace the lost salts. Now, how do we lose salts? Just generally, we lose salts through dehydration. By drinking caffeine, we lose salt. By exercising, we lose salt. We lose up to a litre of water and therefore salt through exhalation during sleep. We need to be constantly refueling and hydrating with water, but I'll tell you this now. Since I've started taking electrolytes for the past probably 6 months, I have noticed a dramatic increase in my mental clarity and a reduce in my mental fatigue. Electrolytes are definitely something worth considering in your water as a daily habit, as a daily ritual. Now, are these some things that you need to come on and off? Probably not. They're probably things that could be incorporated in your daily lifestyle. But here's the thing. If it makes you feel good and it doesn't have a negative side effect and it's proven scientifically to actually work and benefit you cognitively in your mind and physically in your body, why wouldn't you take it? I mean, the amount we spend on chocolate, alcohol, and takeaways and all crap that degrades our body over the time, this pales in comparison, cost-wise and effectiveness-wise, of course, as well. What we've got next? Fish oil. Fish oil is something I've took for many years. What's fish oil good for? Well, I don't take cod liver oil, which is oil from a cod's liver. It is much more beneficial, I feel, to take a good quality fish oil supplement. So it'll be extracted from things like mackerel, salmon, herring, the oily fishes. Now, oily fish is a good source of fat. And so what that means is, a lot of people have, again, the misconception that fat is bad because we think about fat as big belly and disgusting arms and fat as looking bad. But actually, fat, in the terms of the good fat, when I say good fat, I mean things like oily fish, avocado, coconut oil, the natural oils from nuts and seeds. Those are good sources of fat which are actually beneficial in small quantities, not large quantities, to our overall health. Good fat helps decrease inflammation in the body. Good fat has been known to improve cognitive function. Good fat can have a positive impact on blood sugar levels, reduce the detrimental impact that a high sugar meal can have on our blood sugar spikes, for example. Good fat shouldn't be avoided. Fish oil is another thing as well. It not only is a source of good fat, it helps lubricates the joints. It just helps you feel better. Now, yes, there are a certain amount of calories in it, but 3 pills a day. You can get it in oil version, but pill version I would recommend much more. And don't chew them. Anybody that tells you to chew them is just waiting for a laugh and wants to film your reaction, because they are disgusting if you chew them. They're not designed to be chewed, but they are designed to be consumed daily. It will help lubricate your joints. Now, all of this stuff that I go through is not quick fixes. It's stuff that some of it will take 2 to 4 to 6 weeks to start to notice a difference. It's not like a miracle pharmaceutical drug. It's not like steroids or growth hormone, which will work within a matter of days. It is literally something which will give you the added edge, which will improve your health and longevity over time. So you need to be patient with these, but you need to be consistent to see the benefits. But they are definitely supplements that are worth investing in for your health. The last one, possibly the one that everybody talks about, and it's actually the most researched supplement on the planet: creatine. What is creatine? Well, creatine is an actual energy system which we produce naturally, and it's found in small quantities in food itself, most abundantly in red meat. We tend to not be able to produce enough naturally to help us and aid us, so supplementing with it can be very beneficial. Creatine is cheap, it's easy to use, it lasts a long time. You usually get it in big quantities, but basically what it does is it is a performance enhancer. Now, I'm not talking about performance enhancing drugs like steroids. I'm talking about something which is very natural, which is naturally found in our bodies anyway, and naturally in small quantities in food, that can help improve our performance. It's actually been known to speed up recovery as well. You can take it in powder form or pill form. I take it in the powder, and I take 5 grams a day, which is what the scoop is inside, or it's the equivalent of a teaspoon. What else does creatine do? Well, it's been shown to improve cognitive function in the brain. A lot of neuroscientists who study the brain have actually researched the positive benefits of creatine. Now, I've taken creatine for several years, and I've went through the ups and downs of loading it, as they call it. So when you first get on creatine, they say that because it's not going to help saturate, because it helps volumize your cells and helps hydrate your cells, which means you can perform better, hydrate your muscle. You know, people say load it with 20, 30 grams worth in the first 4 weeks so you can boost that effect. But actually what that usually just leads to is gastrointestinal problems, and it just leads to bloating, and it's not necessarily actually going to lead to a better result down the line. So the advice is just take a teaspoon or the little scoop in it per day, once per day. And I actually put take all of these supplements. So as soon as I get up, it's the first thing that I do because it gets it out the way. Is timing of supplements important? In a roundabout way, it might give you the marginal benefit if you are, say, a professional athlete and you really need it to be absolutely micromanaging every little supplementation. But for the average person like me and you who just wants to look good, feel good, perform good, and feel fantastic, just get them in you. First thing in the morning is the best time because it's just, you can put them in all in one cupboard. As soon as you go to turn the kettle on, you don't take your supplements first, have your pint of water, then have your coffee or whatnot after that. Like I said before, none of these supplements are quick fixes. They're not going to give results like steroids will, or results like something like ephedrine, or something that's pharmaceutical grade. That is a powerful, potent pill that you need to get on prescription. It's not like that. These are supplements which will give you the edge. They'll give you the advantage. And they are supplements that I take every day. And if you have followed me for a while, if you've seen what I've managed to achieve with my body and my lifestyle and my fitness, and I've wrote 2 books and all the rest, like, I think success leaves clues, and you can look at other people who are getting results and you can think, right, how did they do it? You know, take some inspiration from this, take some advice from somebody who's walked the walk and who's not just talking the talk and trying to sell you something. I'm giving you some advice here that could help you long term. Not only are these performance enhancing supplements, they're actually health enhancing supplements more than anything. And that's why I take them. Obviously I want the edge to be able to train harder and faster, and obviously the creatine will help with improved endurance. If you can only run 4 miles, that creatine could help you get that extra half mile out. If you're in the gym and you're repping some overhead presses and you're stuck on 8, this could be the matter of you getting number 9 and 10 out. Obviously it's not a steroid, it's not going to work nowhere near as fast or exaggerated as one would. And none of these, again, are like pharmaceutical products, but they are natural products that will massively help you improve physically, mentally, emotionally, and just generally in life. And there are 4 things that I take daily that I recommend and I think are safe and effective and not too expensive at the same time. I hope this video has been useful. Thank you, as always, for watching. If you'd like to learn how to create outstanding levels of energy, motivation, and self-control, my second book, Supercharged, the modern day guide to doing exactly that, is out now.